What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Learning 101. This is the first ever of what I'm going to start doing every single weekend for you guys. A stock market recap. It's going to be two separate videos. I'm going to do one video of the overall market, the SPY, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, the VIX, the Russell 2000, breaking down what it did throughout the previous week and prepare for the upcoming week. And then I'm going to have another video breaking down all the sectors, the energy, financials, utilities, technology, and so on. Breaking those all down and preparing for the upcoming week. I'm going to try to run through them as fast as possible. So 2 videos every Sunday coming out to help you all prepare, show you my process on how to prepare for the upcoming week. How's the market looking? What's the strength of the market? Any breaking news that shook the market or affected the market? So with the first video here of the market recap, let's break it down. Alright, so it's April 28th. We're going into the last week of April. And what I always like to keep tabs on is the VIX. The lower the VIX is, the lower the volatility. The higher the VIX is, the higher volatility we get in the market. When the VIX reaches over 16, that's when I start looking for market plays. I'll see the SPY, NASDAQ just make huge volatile moves. And it's just opportunity with the inverse ETFs like TVIX, UVXY. So this is what the VIX did the past week here. We could see Monday we just had a sell down. It opens up mid-13s and just sells down. Next day it just gaps down slightly and goes sideways at 12. Next day we get a nice little wedge right there and a break to the upside with some good momentum. And then just a quick sell off back down and then a rally back up for the close. The next day, as you can see, we had a gap up and just a shot up to 13. I remember Thursday was a great day in the market. A lot of stocks were popping off Thursday. Very, very good day. The first hour and a half of the day. And then we just had a big sell-off, as you can see right there. And then it trickled down. And then the market tried to come back, and we had a strong close. Friday, we open up. Really, really choppiness on Friday. It was tough to play. As you can see, we opened up with this line right here. Sharp move down, sharp move up, big sell-off down, bounce, sell down, up, down, just choppiness is what it is. And then this is the daily chart on the VIX. You could see here back around Christmas time when this was spiking up in this 30 area here. This was just great volatility. This is a day trader's dream right here when the market gets this volatile. You could see the VIX got up to a high of 36. And since then, it's just been in a channel down. You could see if we zoom in here, we got this purple line is the 300-day moving average. The red line is the 200-day moving average. And you can see the 300 is just crossing below the 200-day moving average. And we could slap a few trend lines on this, connecting the lower highs and the lower lows. You can see it's in a channel just going down and down and down. And you got to adapt to the market when we're losing volatility like that. Next up, we got the SPY right here. Let's go to the daily real quick. We could see at the end of 2018, we just had this massive, massive sell-off right here. In all of 2019, we've just had this rally up and up and up and up and up and up and up. History likes to repeat itself in the market. You can see an up rally right here, crash down. Up rally right here, crash down. We're getting a really, really huge, exaggerated just rally approaching all-time highs up here at this yellow resistance line. It's going to be interesting to see what happens next week. Are we going to break through that level and continue to break out to new highs? Or are we going to get a pullback? I've heard a lot of talk. If you type and look up market recaps, a lot of people are talking about the term market melt up. The market melt up is pretty much just like a ramp. You just get going this upward momentum and just keep going up and up and up and up. And if you look ahead at everything that is up and coming, they're saying 2019 is going to be one of the last bullish years. And then 2020, things are going to start turning around because we're still in the middle of the trade war talks. We got the presidential election for the United States up and coming in 2020. And something's going on in China in 2020 or 2021 with their election, I believe. All you can really do is just prepare and react. Don't ever try to predict what's going to happen in the market. You can hear what other people's opinions are about the market. Don't believe everything you hear. Just take it one day at a time, 1 week at a time, 1 month at a time. And that's all you can do. You know, we had the death cross right here, and then we got the golden cross right here. People wanted it to come back and pull back down into this area right here. And like I said, it's going to be interesting to see what happens this upcoming week. We're just so close to the all-time new highs. And it's just crazy. 4 months ago, we were breaking new lows. And now we're approaching breaking all-time highs. I seen a post on Instagram that since session lows, now we're approaching session highs. This is one of the fastest market turnarounds in history. That's just awesome. We'll look at this on the weekly, and we'll look at this on the monthly. Always look at different time frames and multiple time frames. You could see the past 4 months have just been nothing but green, 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 green. But going back to what the SPY did during the week. Monday, huge up move right here. Consolidates, market rallied into the close. And then Tuesday, just look at this explosion right here, just going up. And then we consolidate right here, and then market rallies up, and we closed pretty strong going at the end of Tuesday. Wednesday, just choppiness, connecting the lower highs and lower lows, trending down. Thursday, big sell-off, shoot up, sell off, shoot up. Like I've said, just choppiness on Thursday. And then Friday was a great day, a really great day. It was nasty in the morning with the sell-off, but after that sell-off, the market rebounded. Shot up, pulled back, shot up, pulled back, shot up. So it's going to be interesting to see Monday. Is the stock going to gap up to new all-time highs? Is it going to open just below and have that all-time highs be a resistance? Are we going to get a pullback next week? It's really going to be interesting to see what happens. Next up, we got the Qs. I like to look at the Qs, but I personally like to look at NDX, NASDAQ 100, a little bit better because I think it paints a little bit of a better picture. Again, we'll look at the daily. The NASDAQ is a little bit of a different story. Tuesday, the NASDAQ broke out to all-time new highs right here. And same thing, just like the SPY at the beginning of the year, we just had the 6-6 sell-off, and all of 2019 has just been rallying up and up and up and up and up. Here's the weekly on the NDX. You can see on the weekly, I drew a channel on this. It was in a very nice channel, and then it broke below the channel when we had that sell-off. The bottom support line of that channel acted as resistance. We continued to pull back, and then you could just see here on the weekly, every single week, the NDX was just closing higher and higher and higher. Look at all these green candles here. That's just insane. The bottom of that support trend line acted as resistance right there. It poked through it, closed below it. The next day, it was just hanging around it. Then it finally broke through it, and it's just been trending up and up and up and up. And here is the monthly on NDX. All right, breaking down NDX. Monday and Tuesday was just really, really good for this. As you can see, it just shot up in price. Wednesday and Thursday, it just pretty much just went sideways. And then Friday, it did gap down, but it just rallied up all day. Next up, we have the Dow Jones Industrial Average. I really don't keep close tabs on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. I'll still check it every day and break it down. And just like the SPY, it's approaching all-time new highs. You could see after the sell-off here, we just get this rally up, and then it consolidated for just a hot moment. We got the golden cross right there, which helped push it up and above. We're in earnings season currently right now, and these companies putting out earnings is going to help the overall market. We had Tesla bomb on their earnings. I know Amazon put out blowout earnings. Facebook put out great earnings. Those companies are going to help push the market higher, help motivate the market to push higher, as I should say. But let's break down the intraday here for the Dow Jones. Monday, just sideways consolidation. Tuesday, shoots up in price, closes pretty weak on a pullback. Wednesday, just consolidation. And then Thursday, this just got a big gap down. A morning sell-off. And it even made a new low on the week right there. Then it just shoots up, consolidates, shoots up a little more, and sells off towards into the close. Friday gaps down, gets a nice grind up, consolidates, and starts to close pretty strong. It's weird with the Dow Jones. It's not as big as it used to be. You gotta remember, the Dow Jones is very old. The Dow Jones was founded in February 16th of 1885, making it 134 years old. I will point out one thing though. Back in the day, before 2000s, it was unheard of the market or the Dow Jones to move 300 points in a trading day. That was a stock market crash back in the days. Now we've just been day in and day out. You could see in the past history here, we've just been getting violent swings down and up on the Dow Jones, moving 600, 700, 800 points in a day. Really unheard of back then. But it's still good to keep tabs on the Dow Jones and track it, because it's an index of 30 of the largest companies in the United States. Following all of these indexes, you get a general idea of the strength of the economy, the market, and one of them could start showing you a sign of an upcoming move. And that's why you break them down and do technical analysis on them. Alright, next up we got the Russell 2000. The Russell 2000 is a little bit different. After this big sell down right here and it rallies up, you could see it's just been in this range, but it is getting tighter and tighter. As you can see the moving averages right here, you got the 50-day moving up, looking to blow through that 200-day moving average. You got the 300-day moving average crossing above the 200-day moving average. This is looking to prop for an explosion to the upside. You got to look at the big picture and just put it all together. Here is the weekly on the Russell 2000. You can just see this resistance line right here. It found support right there on that pullback. We got a low down here. Put a line up that and there. It's got a wedge going up. It's just getting tighter and tighter. And any moment now, it could just explode to the upside. And going off of the SPY and the NASDAQ and how strong those are currently right now, this is going to help push the Russell 2000. And this is the monthly on the Russell 2000. Same thing just like the weekly. We got our resistance line, got a nice sharp wedge up. Any moment now, we could be getting this pop to the upside. It's really looking good. So here's what the Russell 2000 did the past week. Monday broke down to new lows. Tuesday we just got great buying momentum. And then sideways consolidation going into the close. Wednesday, just choppiness, up and down. Wednesday, slightly gap down, big sell-off, and then midday grind, and started to consolidate going into the close. Friday, just grinding all day, up and up. Next up, we got the Wilshire 5000 Total Market Index. I like following this index. It's a index of 5,000 stocks. We could plot down a price level here just at 30,300. It's slowly but surely approaching it. We can also draw a trend line connecting the higher highs and draw a trend line connecting the higher lows. It is worrying me a little bit that we got just a sharp move up right here. The market can do whatever it wants. It doesn't have to do anything. You always got to tell yourself that. People say we got just such a sharp move up right here. That's very, very bad and unhealthy. You know, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. We could get a big blowout move to the upside. We could pull back and crash down. We could get a slight pullback. It could consolidate before it breaks up or breaks down. Anything could happen. The market doesn't have to do anything. It could do whatever it wants. Here's the weekly. We could even draw a price line right here at this level. When it found resistance here, it was acting as support right there, and then it was acting as support right there, but then it broke through it, and you can see it was acting as resistance, and it came right back up to it, finally crossed over it, pulled back to it, bounced right off of it. It's just getting really, really tight. And here's the monthly. Here's what the Wilshire 5000 did throughout the week. Monday, just grinding up and up and up and up. Tuesday, sharp move to the upside, consolidates into the close. Choppiness action on Wednesday. Thursday, a big sell-off, rallies back up, consolidates into the close. Friday, morning sell-off, and then just pushed up, consolidated, and just pushed up. Very, very strong. Very strong. The market closed very, very strong last week on Friday. The great days in the market last week was Monday was a great day, Tuesday was a great day, and Friday was a great day. Wednesday and Thursday were more of like rest days, I would say, for the market. Next up is United States oil. You could see here at the beginning of the week just this huge gap up on Monday away from this area it was consolidating in. Gaps up to a new high, continued on Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday just went downhill and sold off. And you could see it here on the intraday. That huge gap up, it just consolidated, gapped up a little bit, yeah, it pushed to a new high, but then you just got people taking profits. That's all it is. And shoots down. All right, and that's just about it. That's going to wrap it up for this week's market recap. I hope you guys had a great trading week last week, and I hope you guys had a great weekend this week. Hopefully you got to rest, get some studying in, and prepare for the upcoming trading week because it's going to be a wild one. We got a lot of earnings coming out this upcoming week. We are reaching the end of earnings season, and it's just been a wild time in earnings. We got some upcoming IPOs. It's the year of the IPOs. We got Uber looking to launch here pretty soon, which reminds me, I got to get up and prepared and look at what IPOs are going to be coming out this week. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you guys smash that like button. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and join the Trading Learning 101 community. And until next time, everyone, have that patience, have that discipline, and study, study, study. All right, later, everyone.